everyone. Hi. How are you? Hi. My name is Greg Rapport. You can find me on YouTube at FunnySongsbyGreg, and I hope you'll go there because hopefully this will be the first of many AeroBand videos that I make and post up there. I'm sitting here with 25 of my best friends, and I could have had 100 people in here if I wanted to. And the reason I'm telling you that is because for you young people who are thinking about playing the guitar for the first time, buckle up, you're about to have fun for the next 60 years and make more friends than you ever possibly imagined. And you can do it easily with this guitar. This guitar actually sort of changes guitar playing to the extent that it's just not as hard as it used to be. So one thing that I have to show you right from the very beginning, because I was looking for this because I wanted a travel guitar. Something that I could go on planes with, you know, that I could fit in the overhead or underneath the seat. And when I found this, I realized right away that that's why. That's why. And so when it comes apart like that, fits in a nice little easy travel case all of a sudden. So how can it do this, you ask, right? Well, these aren't real strings in the conventional sense. There are real strings here in the body. These are real strings, but not here. These are just sensors, and the sensors connect fairly easily to the body, and that's what makes the contact when you pick the string to do that. And I don't know anything else that's like that, where the neck completely separates and makes it easy for travel. And so I was looking for something that I could play for another 10 or 15 years, and something I could travel with. And out of the clear blue sky, I found this guitar, and well, let me show you. You tell me what you think. Anyway, this is just one of 9 preset sounds. That was the finger pick folk guitar sound. And after that, then we have the one of my problems with whip and post is I can't sing it in that key. So I need it to go up, but I don't have to change the key. Some of you use capos, right, on your guitars. These buttons on the side of the AeroBand. This one capos up, this one capos down. So. I can sing whip and post there. You see? So that's just one of the incredible advantages of having this guitar. And also with this guitar, you never have to tune it. It's always 100% in tune. Wow. And using the AeroBand app, you can set it to like 10 different kinds of open tunings. Like there are a lot of people, when I'm teaching, say, senior citizens who are learning for the first time, their hands don't necessarily work as well as they used to. I put them in an open tuning. So all they have to do is maybe put their finger across the neck or something and the chords will come out correctly. So you can do open tunings, you can do capo up and down, all those things right here on the headstock of this instrument. So I just played you the second preset, which is strummed acoustic guitar. And then we get into the country sound. And that's, you can feel the twang. That's the, I guess it's slightly distorted, they call it. Slightly distorted electric guitar, rock guitar, you know? But it's got that little gritty edge, you know, that you should have in a rock and roll guitar. and now it just leaps off from there. I just love playing this. Walking in Memphis, right? It sounds so much better on piano than it does on guitar. And this guitar brings that sound out. And then it just gets wackier from here. So you got a bass rock in there. And
You got a banjo?
I do have a banjo. I do. I have no idea what to do with it. Well, the only thing I've ever heard on the banjo, I think, is. Right? But I bet you can even hear it on the tape that it's got that sound.
That's great.
Right? And I'm telling you, I'm playing it effortlessly. Right? That brings us back to square one. Now, you never have to tune it, no matter what setting you put it on or anything like that. You never ever have to tune it. And you can press this button right here. You can't beat it, and there are what about, I don't know, 10, 15 different drum kits that you can put on there. And it all comes with the app, okay? So here's what happens. You get this guitar, and you can attach the neck, and you can just play it right away. This one came fully charged. So you plug it in, you read the little packet, you press the button to turn it on, and you're playing. It's just like pulling one off the shelf in a store. But download the app. It's not hard to do. It takes like 5 seconds. And if you download the app, it opens the door to ways that you can shape the sound. So no tuning, 9 presets, a drum loop with like 15 presets on the drum loop. And you just can't beat it. You absolutely positively can't beat it. And when you're done, you pack it up and it walks out with you in a suitcase. A single charge lasts next to forever. Okay? And there's actually a way, when you look at it, you see the lights here? Can you see those? Okay. Yeah. All right, if I tap this, all right, it changed to green, right? And you can see that there's one missing. One missing right here. It's telling me that I've used up 1/12 of the charge.
That's the field gauge.
Find me a better guitar than this one.
How did you find it?
I was online like a lunatic. Yes, I was online because I need to do some serious travel this year. And air travel too. I mean, I'm used to driving around the United States with a guitar in the backseat, but when you go overseas, it gets crazy with the airlines. So this year I'm going to be playing in Hawaii. And hopefully, if Europe is still standing in September, I'll be playing in France, Germany, Poland, and the Netherlands. Wow. And possibly then back to the UK. And you can feel it's powerful if I'm playing a small, intimate club or something like that. This is plenty. There is a microphone input right here, okay? And AeroBand makes a microphone for this, and it comes in here, it goes right out, right up to your mouth, and the whole thing
Are you going to show that?
is self-contained. Yes. Now I'm going to take this and play this in 1,000 places before I take it overseas. This is what I'm going to be using now at various mics and coffee houses and stuff.
Were you mostly interested because it was a traveling guitar? That was like your main interest?
Yes.
Because you could take it apart and like get on an airplane without a hassle.
Yeah. A
Cool.
travel guitar, and I
Without
didn't
a
know this
hassle.
existed, so I was like, a travel guitar, and then what the hell am I going to do about an amp?
Right.
You also, you have to have something that the sound can come out of. There is one other thing here too. If you want to learn how to play guitar, but your wife wants to kill you, you can plug a headset in right here. Okay? Okay, and then all she'll hear is this.
That could get on
Of course. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to take this guitar, plug it into a digital audio workstation. And this is for people who are way more advanced, who are interested in using it to record. Okay? Okay. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to the part of the app that does, it's called special tuning. Now, right now I'm in standard tuning. Now, let me show you how this works. If you're a new player, old player, whatever it happens to be, and you just don't want to work that hard, you know, but you want to have the fun. I set this to open G tuning right now. And what that means is, if I strum the strings, it's a G chord. I can do anything I want with my left hand. Don't need it. So now you're playing a G, right? But what you also have is every major chord at your disposal going up and down the neck. You just have to cover all the strings. So if I play G, sounds like that. If I want to play A flat, just cover them all. If you ever watch Dolly Parton play, she might not be using open G, but she's got fingernails that are 8 miles long, so she can't come over the top, you know, and arch the way other. Okay, so you have every major chord at your disposal. Now, what makes that important is that if you're going to be a young rock and roll player, there's 3 chords you need to know first. Okay? You need to know G, C, and D. And there it is. Pick a song. Okay. But can we sing it in this key? Baby Sue, with a love so rare and true. Oh, baby. Baby Sue. But what if someone can't sing it in that key? How was that for you, Neil?
That was okay for me.
That was okay for you? I was hoping you'd say it sucked. Anyway.
It was too hot.
Too hot. There you go. Yeah.
Way too hot.
But see what I'm saying? If you're a young player and you don't know all these rules about how to be a musician yet, because it takes a few years to do that, and you're playing in G now, right? And somebody says, no, I can't do it there. Could you go down a half step? Now it's doing the same thing. But in the key of F sharp. And nobody wants to play in F sharp, just for the record. So it opens up keys to you that you just wouldn't have had before. And as a brand new player, it doesn't matter if you're 8 years old or 80 years old, if you can make your finger go flat across the sensors, you're a player.
I think you're looking at a new direction or a new generation of guitar players coming out of this. Because where there are the classical guitars and the shredding guitars, now you got this for a whole new generation of guitar players.
Yeah.
You know, in the future, they might be able to make one of these type things that could play the, you know, bend the string and all kinds of things. Type of, you know, because this is just the beginning, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. This is only going to get crazier.
I think this will open the floodgates to guitar players, because there are always going to be people that want to shred, and you know they'll buy what they need. But this is going to attract people who didn't think they could play guitar, who now can.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a game changer.
So I think there'll be a lot more guitar players in the near future.
Oh, from your mouth to God's ears. Yeah. 'Cause
Time for sugar.
Hi everybody, if you stuck around this long, I hope you remember to like and subscribe and ring the bell. And I hope you'll come and visit me. I'm about to go across the country in April, late April and early May. We'll be in all the southern states from western Florida through New Orleans and Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, a little stop in Las Vegas, I hope, all the way up to Yosemite, then over to Hawaii, then back east by way of the northern route, Minnesota, Michigan, all those wonderful places at that time of the year. Now, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and you'll see the schedule, and if you come out and see me, you can play the AeroBand. Give it a try in real life. And I hope to see you there.